Good morning. It's the final Sunday before I'm on vacation. It's the Jeffrey Lampkin Show. Coming up on today's show, listen, we're talking all things hot topics. Plus, the lovely, the elegant Miss South Carolina, Megan Pinckney is here. Let's see if she's the hometown girl from next door. It's time. It's the Jeffrey Lampkin Show. Coffee cups up, pinkies out. You've been lamped. Here we go.
Jeffrey Lampkin.
Everybody get up. Say what? Everybody get up. Come on.
When Jeffrey Lampkin. Motivation, inspiration, educating new revelation. When Jeffrey Lampkin.
Entertainment just for you.
Smile
and laugh because God loves you.
Get when Jeffrey Lampkin.
Somebody turn the lamp on. Good morning, and we're back here on the Jeffrey Lampkin Show. Listen, put your coffee cups down right now. I am absolutely elated and excited. I'm smiling again. You want to know why? Because I have beauty all around me. What are you talking about, Jeffrey? I'm glad you asked. The reigning Miss South Carolina, Megan Pinckney, is in the house. Good morning, my dear. How are you this morning?
I'm good.
First of all, you look absolutely impeccable. Y'all, she is beautiful. Isn't she gorgeous? Like a little porcelain doll. I absolutely love it. Megan, you look amazing.
Well,
How are you feeling this morning?
I'm good.
Have you come off your high yet?
I have. I was
Okay.
actually talking to someone and I was like, it feels like it was so much longer than just a week ago. I feel like that was like 3 months ago. It's crazy that it's only been, I think, like almost 2 weeks now.
So tell us a little bit, because this has been a big year for South Carolina, and you're part of that because you are the reigning Miss South Carolina and Miss South Carolina USA.
Right.
And not only that, but you went to the Miss USA pageant.
I did.
And you made it to the top 5.
I did.
Somebody shout hallelujah right there. Get excited about it. What was that moment like?
Honestly, it was an amazing moment. You and I were talking earlier. I was Miss South Carolina Teen USA in 2010 and competed at the Miss Teen USA pageant, and actually didn't even place in the top 15. So,
so let's stop right there. This is a problem. So you're telling me that you went to Miss South Carolina Miss Teen USA
as Miss South Carolina.
As Miss South Carolina, and didn't even make the top 10.
I didn't make top 15.
What was that moment like?
It was devastating. I'd prepared, for a year. I really believed in myself. I thought I was going to be Miss Teen USA, and to be on that stage and not get called in the first cut it really hurt. And I was 19 years old. I was, younger, a little more naive, and it really was really devastating, and it hurt really bad. And I actually told my mom that night, I was like, I'll never compete in another pageant. I was seriously destroyed.
Wow.
And I gave it some time. I thought about it and decided.
Time heals.
And I came back this year. I told myself I was going to give it one shot. I was going to go to Miss South Carolina, and I was only going to go once.
Right.
So I prepared, and I went, and I won. So I was like,
I'm
going to do everything I can to be Miss USA. So I didn't, reach that goal.
We ain't worried about it, sweetie, honey. Let me tell you, you may not have reached that goal of being Miss USA, but you are our Miss USA. You were absolutely phenomenal. And that dress, that final dress, let me answer this question for me. When you're actually doing, because I saw a picture of you when you did, it said freshman year in your bikini outfit, and then, of course, this year in your bikini outfit. What changes did you make to prepare yourself for this moment and this time?
I think the biggest thing that people don't equate with pageantry is like who you are as a person, how mature you are, and how comfortable you are with yourself. And at 18, 19 years old, I thought I was comfortable with myself. I think everybody coming in freshman year thinks they know the world. They think they have everything about life figured out. And then you get to college and realize you don't. You're leaving a bubble of high school with your family and your friends, and you move on to the real world.
Which is Fort Dorchester High?
I went to Fort Dorchester, right.
And then you matriculated University of South Carolina.
Correct.
Go Gamecocks.
That's
Good morning.
That's right. So I think that was like an in-between stage where I was still trying to figure out who I was and what I was about. And I think that not knowing those things about you, shows on stage, and it makes people, maybe makes you less believable. And I think that in the last 4 years, I have come into my own. I believe in myself. I know what I'm about, who I am. And I think that that's honestly what showed on stage.
And it comes across when you're on the screen. What is the difference now? As far as you say, you're more confident, you believe in yourself. What was it? What was that moment where it's just like, I'm Megan Pinckney. I'm me.
Honestly, I don't think that there is that one moment. I think it's definitely a gradual thing. I've had a lot of different opportunities over the last 4 years. I've had the opportunity to travel abroad, different internships.
Because you were in Italy, right?
I was in Italy. So just having the opportunity to see more of the world helps you, shape you as a person even more.
What is that like being from Charleston? Because you're from Chucktown. Good morning, Chucktown. So being from Charleston, being from the Low Country, what is it like when you go out and you see the other places? Is it like, oh my God, the world really is bigger than where I'm from?
It really is. I was born and raised in Charleston, so that's all I've ever known until I made the big move to Columbia. But so it is really nice, going out and seeing other parts of the world. And like you said, wow, the world really is much bigger than Charleston, South Carolina. But at the same time, it makes me appreciate home that much more because I'm so deeply rooted in Charleston, and being able to come back and call that place home means a lot to me.
Now, when you talk about deeply rooted, I know that you are so physically fit and defined, but when you talk about deeply rooted and from Charleston, so you eat red rice and sausage and perlo rice and things of that nature?
Anything my grandma cooks, I'll eat it.
Come on, Granny. Good morning, Granny. Hey, we give God praise for you this morning, Granny.
That's
Let me
right.
ask this question. So you were on the stage. Now, of course, you made it to the top 5, and then people were actually, because if you all remember, during the pageant, Miss Utah gave an answer which they were comparing it to Miss South Carolina from 2000, Miss Teen South Carolina from 2007.
Correct.
And then every time you would read an article, they would come back and they would be like, and with South Carolina current Megan Pinckney, and they would talk about your answer that you gave. What was going through your mind during that moment?
Well, the funny thing is, first and foremost, you wait so long for that moment, and you prepare and you prepare and you prepare, but you can't prepare for that moment. You're seriously in top 5. You're 5 people away from your dream of being Miss South Carolina. You're on national television in front of millions of people, and you're in front of a live audience who that there are people who aren't rooting for you, and then you have people rooting for you. So it's seriously the most nerve-wracking moment of my life. And when Christina Milian gave me the question, she is standing behind a camera. So her face, I don't see at all. And my face is in front of a camera. So I'm used to, like, when I'm looking at you, I'm like reading your lips while I'm listening to you. I didn't see your lips. And I'm literally like so nervous, so excited. I didn't hear the question. So what I have figured out, because I've gone through that moment in my head so many times, like, what was I thinking? What was I saying? Why don't I understand it? Like, and I've listened to the question. Of course, I've come up with the perfect answer. Why didn't I think of it then? Who knows? But in my head, I'm like, what were you answering? What were you trying to figure out? Like, what was going through your head? And the only thing that I can come up with is when I heard the question, I related it back to illegal immigrants coming through Arizona, not having their documents, and should they be persecuted with treason. Not even thinking of like the WikiLeaks or anything. Like, I don't know why I went back 4 years to what was going on there, and that was what I answered. And that was why I was like, no, they shouldn't be charged with treason. So everyone's in the audience like, wait, so people who leak documents
should be free,
like, no,
liberated, let them go.
So, like I said, I've gone back to that moment. I'm like, oh.
But you know what? I often say, it's a setup for success, and you're going even higher. What was your platform during the pageant?
I created a program 2 years ago called Character Begins with K, and it's a character building skills program where I just instill skills like leadership, social skills, self-etiquette, self-discipline in children, and I've taken it around the state. So I hope to continue that.
I love it, though. You know what? And every time I hear you say character begins with K, you know how you see the commercial, a kiss begins with K. You get excited. We're going to put a theme song to your program. We're going to make that happen for you. So what happens now? Because, of course, you are the reigning Miss South Carolina USA, so you have to speak.
Yes.
You have to go. You're still trying to, complete everything with college and stuff. So what's up
I am Miss South Carolina until November.
Okay.
But I took last semester off, so it's time to re-enter the real world.
Okay.
So I start my last semester at USC
What's your major?
in August, fashion merchandising.
Okay, that's
so I have one more football season, so
okay.
I'm not complaining.
Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody.
And then hopefully in January, I'll be moving to New York to do my internship in the fashion industry.
Wonderful. Excited about it for you. Let's do a quick round real quick because, see, I want people to understand that Megan is the girl from next door. So quick round real quick, and then we've got to go.
Okay.
Ready for it?
Yes.
San Antonio Spurs or the Miami Heat?
Miami Heat.
Come on, somebody. Dwayne Wade or LeBron James?
Dwayne Wade.
Yo, you are my friend for life. I just got excited, y'all. I'm so excited. Red rice or perlo rice?
Red rice.
Come on, somebody. You want sausage in it?
I want bacon, sausage,
you want bacon,
everything.
sausage? Come on, somebody. This is my girl right here. I'm getting excited about it. Last but not least, McDonald's or Wendy's?
Wow. I'm Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. You like
It's my favorite.
I got the waffle fries cook well. That makes me excited with a large sweet tea.
Yes.
That makes me excited.
Yes.
Megan, you have been phenomenal.
Well, thank
we
you.
are so grateful for you and what you've done. And last but not least, if you could offer any words to young girls out there who look at you, and one of the things I often love to say, you're a woman of color who has excelled. What does that mean for other young girls out there who are women of color who want to succeed?
Well, one of the reasons why I competed at Miss South Carolina USA is because we hadn't had an African American represent South Carolina at Miss USA since 1992. So it's 21 years.
Right.
And to me, it meant a lot to be that girl that other girls could look up to and say, well, if she can do it, I can do it. And you know, I didn't compete in pageants my whole life. I started in high school, and I really, really mean it when I say if I can do it, that anyone can do it.
Come on, somebody.
And if you are interested in competing for Miss South Carolina this November, just visit the website, www.misssouthcarolinausa.com, and all the information is there.
You know what? I'm excited. Listen, women of color, women all over the world, stand tall and stand proud, because Miss South Carolina, Megan Pinckney, has shown you how. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. Thank you. Listen, keep it right here. We got more happening. It's Hot Topics time. We're going to talk about Kim and Kanye. Yeah, all right, we're taking a shift right now. More is happening right here on the Jeffrey Lampkin Show. Coffee cups up, pinkies are out. Good morning.
Jeffrey Lampkin.
Cannon & Graves is a proud sponsor of the Jeffrey Lampkin Show. Located at 1837 Wilson Road in Newberry, Cannon & Graves has the perfect certified used car for you. Their extensive inventory has something in every price range, and they can get everyone financed, regardless of credit. All cars come with a warranty to give you the peace of mind you deserve. Come see Steve and Reggie and find your new car at Cannon & Graves. Go see Dr. Terrence Tyndall at Jerome & Company. For beautiful casual and dress attire for men and ladies, go to the Columbia style leader, Jerome & Company.
Jeffrey Lampkin.
Good morning. We're back here on the Jeffrey Lampkin Show. Wasn't Miss South Carolina just lovely? Oh, she made me excited. I'm still just jittery from it. However, I'm even more excited because you know what I love best. The Jeffrey Lampkin Show is all about talk, and I have brought on some of the elite Columbia, Charlotte socialites to come talk with me, of course. And starting over to my right is relationship expert herself, Miss Evangelina Hemphill. Good morning.
How are you?
How are you this morning?
I'm doing very well.
You know, now let me say this real quick, y'all. Before I finish the introductions, don't we look like we about to go sing on somebody's choir?
Yes.
This is a very fashionable panel right here. I'm getting excited. Also to my left, the lovely, the divine, Miss Janet Parker is in the house. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Fabulous.
You want to say peachy. You want to say peachy.
I do wanna
Just
say
peachy.
Yeah,
And last
fine.
but not least, you know him as the host of Hollywood Happenings, and he is here on this morning. I'm so excited. My brother, Mr. Maurice Dykes. Good morning, Mo.
Hello, Jeffrey.
How are you this
Good
morning? I'm
Good.
still in that blazer. Just know that. That looks like something Friendly will wear. Listen, let's get right to it because we have lots of hot topics to talk about. First of all, Kim and Kanye.
Oh boy.
Why everybody say that?
Kim and
Boy,
Kanye,
boy.
Kanye and Kim.
Kim and Kanye, and Kim. So of course,
Kanye.
it has been found that the baby's name is actually Northwest. Feelings?
I don't know where that came from. Northwest, I mean, once they have another baby, are we going to do Southwest? Are we going to do Due West?
right. What
Key
are we
West?
gonna do?
Whatever kind of West we're actually going to do. The name, it's unique in its own, and I will have to say that. But where they got it from, I have the slightest idea.
I think the
Slightest
name
idea.
may also explain their relationship. It's all over the place.
There you go.
Northwest, Southwest, it's all over the place.
Do you
it.
do you
I
think
like
their
it.
relationship is actually genuine and real?
I think for them, yeah.
Okay.
It's as genuine as real as it can be for them.
For them. You know, one of the things that Kim was saying back here in a recent article, she said, Kanye was saying that he doesn't control Kim. You notice her fashion and her stuff, but I don't believe
I
that.
think he got her to wear that couch to the
Yeah.
awards.
Yeah.
That what?
That floral couch.
Yes.
That
hot
couch.
mess.
It
that
was
was
a
him.
spotted couch. That's
That was
exactly
compared-
what it
She
was.
was compared to Miss Doubtfire.
She did look
And
like
she
who wore
was
it
like
better.
him.
Yeah.
Kim did.
We're
Only
still gonna
better
give
The
it to
face
Kim.
to go with those flowers.
One thing I can say about Kim, though, she actually showed us a real pregnancy. You know, everyone says Beyonce, you know, she
she?
really wasn't pregnant,
Ooh.
but the spreading of the nose,
No, that
Yeah,
was
she
no.
really
Kim
grew.
was pregnant.
She really
everything
grew.
Kim
She
was
really grew.
actually pregnant, and
Yeah.
you can tell that. So kudos to her for actually showing us that she was
Thank
pregnant.
you for the weight gain, Kim. Thank
My
you.
problem with Kim is squeezing her feet in all those heels.
Yes.
Let it go, boo.
I need to clear
let
It looked like yeast,
Let it,
like
it looked like she had
fermenting,
arthritis in her
like, I
feet.
don't
Yeah,
know
she
what
did
that
a
was.
strong arthritis.
Fashionable.
I mean, I'm a mother of 3, so I've
Okay.
been pregnant 3 times.
Wow.
Let the heels go.
What are the children's
See?
name? Let's give them a shout out real quick.
Jason, Jordan, and Joey.
all
Hi.
J's.
All
The
J's.
three
J's.
J's. Is your husband a J?
Yes, he's Jason.
I love it.
So Jason,
Yes.
so we got one off there, big
Yes.
Friday. Good morning,
Yes.
the Hemp Hills this morning. How are you? We're gonna do a
Nice.
reality
Mommy
show
loves you.
called The Hemp Hills.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
That
And notice that the names just make sense, not
Yeah.
like this Northwest foolishness.
Exactly.
No,
Right.
they know what they are, who they belong to.
So
There
do
you
you
go.
think now, because of course the baby's name is Northwest, which really is like a brand, but Kanye was saying that it's really not about branding for him, it's more about love and relationship. Do you think this is really true love?
So maybe for him that means I'll love you no matter where you are, north, south, east, west.
There
You
you
know,
go.
no
There
matter
you
where
go.
his child is, he's gonna love them regardless.
There you go.
But get into this fake picture. So
Yeah.
of
The fake
course,
picture.
Wait,
The
fake
fake
picture of what?
picture.
Why
The
haven't I seen the fake picture?
Yes,
What
he
is this
sent
about?
fake pictures too.
Yes.
Kim Kardashian actually, it was a test of all of her friends. She sent a fake picture to all of her friends to see who would be the first one to leak it, of course, to the media.
Right.
And so it's a
Right.
big controversy now because, you know, you're having a new baby. It's supposed to be joyful, happy. You're trying to test your friends just
Right.
to see
Not
who's
nobody
going
have
to
time for
sell the
that.
picture.
Did
someone
have
leak
time for
it?
that?
Someone did leak it.
Absolutely.
I don't
And
know
if you have
exactly
to
who
do
it
that,
was.
those are
Yeah.
not your
Those are
friends.
not your
Exactly.
friends.
And that
Why
was
would
her
you have to do
test.
that
No.
anyway?
That was her test. So
Yeah.
No.
I thought that was kind of shady, but you know, it's an interesting twist to place on things. Let me see who my real friends
And
are.
all
Let
her
me send
friends,
this
they
picture.
passed because they all linked it.
Exactly. Exactly.
But why is she even thinking about texting friends and you're a new mother? Let's be real.
Right.
Let's
I think
take
it's
care of
supposed to be
your
a
responsibility.
celebratory moment. I think what really blows
Right.
me is that with
Yeah.
the pictures and stuff, you already know because of the baby and who. I mean, just take a look at Kanye and Kim. You want to see what the baby is going to look
Right,
like.
exactly.
Please stop these lies that all babies are cute. All
Yes.
babies are not
No,
cute.
no,
Please
no,
stop.
that's not
So
true.
we want to see what the baby is going to look like. But I think that people are going to want. You don't have to do all this. This is
Yeah.
my personal
Right.
opinion.
You're a public figure, so everyone wants to know what's going on with you.
And they
When
will
put-
find you.
Exactly. When
It'll
you
come
put
out when
yourself
it's
in the
supposed to.
limelight like that, you have to be open. The people want to know, and I'm here to
Exactly.
serve you guys notice. We want to know what the baby looks like. Yeah, let us know
The real
something.
baby. The real one.
Right, the real
Not the
baby.
leaked
Not
picture.
the leaked
Exactly.
baby. The real baby.
So, speaking of babies,
Oh,
now this is we're taking a shift real quick. So we're gonna go. What do y'all want to go first? Do we want to go Paula Deen or do we want to go Apostle? Let's talk about Apostle.
let's
Since
do
we're
that.
talking about children,
Yeah.
Apostle Larry Durant over in Sumter, South Carolina. Apostle Larry Durant has been called charged with criminal sexual misconduct. And the story, of course, and it's still unfolding. Actually, at this time, he's been awarded a $120,000 bond. Have y'all seen his house?
Beautiful.
Did anybody? That house is amazing,
Beautiful.
Yeah.
which
It's
helps me.
amazing.
I'm just wondering, what are you doing, Apostle? But nonetheless, he would call the children over, young girls. They would come to him to talk about their issues, whether they're dealing with homosexuality or whatever, and his way of working with them allegedly, because he
heal
hasn't
the
been convicted
process.
yet,
Heal the
to heal the
process.
process,
process.
is by having
sex with
sex
them.
with them. What are your thoughts?
Very disturbing. Very disturbing.
My thoughts are that he's gonna bust hell wide open.
Wow.
You don't mess with children.
Right.
Right.
No capacity. If
Right.
you're gonna heal, you're gonna help, then you do that. If you're not the person, send them to someone else.
But let me ask this question: what does this do for the church?
Makes it look very bad. Because at
And
this
that-
point, the church is where you go for covering,
Right.
you go for protection, and the church is the very thing that hurt those young girls.
For actual healing,
Right.
for
For
real
actual-
healing. He
absolutely.
needs some healing of himself,
Really.
obviously.
Church
you
is a
know?
place of refuge, and for especially young children, young adults, looking to find their way, looking to grow closer to Christ, and then they go to the church and they're abused. That can really scar someone for a long period of time. So my heart really aches for those young women.
And
It
this
really
is
does.
just, we've only heard from 2 young girls, one of them 11. Who knows who else he's done this to,
think it's
how
3
many
now.
other stories have
Yeah,
come
and
out.
I'm sure more.
you know?
I wouldn't be surprised if more stories come out about this. I don't know. For me, I just think the whole situation, it keeps tainting the church
Yeah,
Right.
it
as
does.
at
It
large.
does.
Absolutely.
It keeps, and then it's almost like, where can you go? Where is supposed to be the house of refuge?
Right.
Where can we go for the house of refuge?
Exactly.
Speaking of a house of refuge, I believe that there's a cook who's looking for a house of refuge. We're going to talk about that and more. I'm having a wonderful time with Evangelina Hemphill, Janet Parker, and Maurice Dykes right here on the Jeffrey Lampkin Show. Coffee cups up, shift your wig, get ready for church. We're coming right back.
Oh, it's
Things
natural.
out.
Just
Good
kidding.
morning.
Good morning.
Jeffrey Lampkin. Jeffrey Lampkin.
Good morning, and we're back here on the Jeffrey Lampkin Show. Listen, put your coffee cups down right now. We're talking all things hot topics. I'm excited. We're here with Evangelina Hip-Hill, Janet Parker, and Maurice Dykes. And Evangelina, real quick, before we get in, you are actually a relationship expert.
Absolutely.
Just tell us a little bit what that's about.
What that's about is I partner with couples to help them reignite their marriage.
Okay.
You know, so I also help singles be in the right space and the right frame of mind to attract that right mate as well.
Helping them to get to know themselves.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
And some of y'all need to get to know yourselves. Do you think that's why people keep meeting the wrong people?
I do, because they're not them whole selves. Okay. So they're a piece, and they meet a piece and get together and try to piece it together, and it's not working. So that's why they
get a piece and meet a piece.
They repeatedly make the same bad decisions.
How can people reach out to you?
They can go on my website, evangelinahemphill.com, or they can find me on Facebook, they can find me on Twitter. Anyone that sends me a direct message on Twitter or Facebook today, I will give you a free consultation.
Come on, somebody. Awesome. Now, y'all need to sign up for that.
You better go.
Please go.
You better go.
Please go. Clearly, there needs to be some consultations happening.
Facebook or Twitter. Send me a message, private message.
Also, Janet Parker, so you're also on Facebook and Twitter, and you're doing everything. Of course, we know you're on Good Day Columbia, but then you have Janet Parker Media, and you're out actually doing a lot of public appearances and stuff.
Oh, yes, make a lot of public appearances, MC a lot of events as well. Go to my website, janetparkermedia.com. And a lot of people are always asking me, Janet, where did you get this skirt from, this shoe from? I have a whole section on there, Get My Look. So I tell you how to get my look if you'd like. So,
and clearly you were one of Columbia's top 25. So we're excited about it.
Come on,
somebody.
I tried.
That makes me excited.
Come on,
somebody. And last but not least, so excited, one of my favorite shows on the web, Hollywood Happenings with Forever Trey and Maurice Alexis Dykes.
That's
Maurice,
me.
tell them a little bit about Hollywood Happenings.
Hollywood Happenings is basically just a YouTube show with a friend and I. We got together, Trey Hollywood, and we just get together to discuss the latest happenings in Hollywood.
Oh my.
From
And
the
it is
hot
juicy.
topics. It's juicy.
With
It's
a glass of
juicy.
wine.
With the glass of wine and some
Gotta
lip
have
balm.
it.
Pull yourself
There you
together
go.
and let's discuss the latest happenings in Hollywood.
Well, you know what? Let's talk about the latest happenings. We're here right now. Paula Deen.
Yes, Miss Paula Deen.
We need to talk about Miss Paula. Hey, y'all.
In the kitchen.
Somebody
Right.
get Olivia Pope on the phone.
Get Olivia right now.
There is a
Right,
sure in the house. So, of course, unless you're living under a rock,
Yes.
Paula Deen, in a deposition, she was being interviewed. She truthfully stated that she has used the N-word in the past. This is because of a former employee is suing her for, I think it's Uncle Bubba's is one of the restaurants and another one of her restaurants. But they're suing her for what has happened, the treatment, defamation of character and things of that nature. And so Paula is now being put on blast.
Yeah.
Is Paula Deen being crucified for telling the truth?
I think we can honor her for telling the truth.
We
not
can't
lying.
honor her. We
I mean,
can't honor her. She was
respect.
up
I'm
under
sorry.
oath.
Respect.
She was up under oath.
Okay, respect the fact that she told the truth.
Okay.
People still lie. But,
all the time,
this,
every day.
okay, but this was 20 years ago. People can change in a year.
That's right.
That's true.
Was
Okay.
it though? Was it 20?
So-
how do we know Paula didn't say the N-word last week?
Well,
How do
we-
I mean, she
really
could have said it
know
last
that?
night.
How do we
She
really
could
know
have.
that, you know?
What she's being, this whole turmoil is, it happened 20 years ago. So yes, she was on the oath, she told the truth. Okay, now, but she's apologized on TV, all nervous and scared.
Right.
But she did
Right.
apologize.
Not once, not twice, but 3 times.
Three times.
Yeah,
One for the
several
Father,
times.
one for the Son, and one for the Holy Ghost.
Exactly.
But you know what? Can I be honest, y'all?
Be honest.
I'm about to be crucified right now myself.
Lay it on the
I
table.
think that we as African Americans have overplayed this situation.
Yeah.
We're fussing
think
more
so?
about Paula Deen using the N-word
Than our
but
own people?
than our own people who use
Say
it.
it.
And it doesn't make it
Say it.
right because two wrongs don't make a right.
Right.
So
Right.
you know, if she said it, my thing was they asked her a question. She didn't lie about it. She said that she made the statement. And I think for us, I don't know, it irks me because I feel like black people, I feel bad for Paula. I feel bad because she told the truth. And I think that in her telling the truth, we're just taking, Paula Deen is a racist and Paula Deen is this. But my thing is people can change. I don't understand that syndrome where we think that people can't change.
I just hate that we sensationalize things a lot. And this is the latest thing on the top list.
Jump on it.
Issues dealing with African Americans. I hope that this brings an awareness to our people when it comes to using that word. I will admit sometimes it may slip out of my mouth, but I really try. I make an effort, a conscious effort, to not use that N-word because of the fact that it's so offensive. I remember, with my grandma sometimes sitting on the couch like this with her, and she's telling me stories when she used to, have to walk to school several miles, and the bus would come by, and they would, spit out and throw water and things at that particular age, and they would use that word against them. And, every time I hear it, I just tap into those moments with my grandmother. It hurts my heart that so many young adults, African Americans, it's like an apathy among our race. They really don't care about the use of the word. It's just there, it's just there, it's just there. So, I mean, like I said, I hope it brings a lot of awareness, to us all
But
together.
I don't think it's going to change anything.
Yeah, it may not.
I think what we've done, we've given that one word too much power.
Right.
I agree.
It's a word. I don't personally use it. I'm not one. I'm over it.
I think it's for people who, if you were in that, and this includes Paula Deen. Paula Deen was raised in that time, in that society where it mattered.
But you know what? It might be normal for her. Being that she grew up for
in
us,
the South,
we can sit back and think about, family reunion cookouts and all kind of stuff like those were the good old days. For someone like Paula, the time frame when they use that word might be, representative of the good old days.
And here's the thing right here, y'all. She said on the Today Show, she said that she walked into her kitchen with us, the African American crew that was in there, and they were using the word. Now, should she use the word, Paula? Anything in your right mind will tell you don't walk in there and use the word.
If she had a problem with the word, she should have said something to her employers and said, you know what, this is unacceptable. No one's going to speak this way.
From an HR standpoint, she should have said that.
But also, too, if you have a nickname for me, that's our language, our culture. That doesn't give someone else the right to call me that.
That's what Sherry said on The View. I don't know if you guys had the opportunity to watch The View, but Sherry was like, being that she's African American, other African Americans, basically we get a pass for using the word. Someone outside of the race, however, don't get a pass to actually use it. Some people agree with her, some people don't. Whippy was actually saying that she thinks that, for younger, African Americans, it's taken on a different definition. It's taken on a different meaning. It doesn't mean the same. So that's why it doesn't affect us.
It doesn't mean what it meant in the 60s and 50s.
And one thing real quick, also you talk about The View. Do you remember the part where on The View, it just blew my mind. Whoopi was like, hey, Paula Deen, you can come and you can actually talk to us. And Paula, I want to invite you to the different
Come on, Paula. Bring that heavy cream.
Exactly. We have to bring us a pound cake too and some fried chicken. Hey, y'all.
With extra butter.
Extra butter. Get into that spread.
And we'll talk about it. Because the reality is I feel like, Paula, I just don't think you are racist. I don't think that. I could be wrong. Y'all think what you want. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Respect each person's opinion. But I just think that, I don't know. We gotta go. I know we gotta go. I am out of time. God, this has been so wonderful. Thank you so much. Evangelina Hemphill, give them your Twitter handle real quick.
At the Evangelina, and Facebook is my name, Evangelina Hemphill.
Okay, and Janet Parker.
Janet Parker 86, JanetParkerMedia.com.
And Maurice.
And Twitter, Asian Pisces. Instagram, Asian Pisces. You can find me on Facebook. It's Maurice Dyke.
And we're going to be Instagram and Facebook. Listen, it's been a wonderful time. Coffee cups up. It's time to get ready for church. It's church time. Yeah, Paula might be there this morning. Good morning. Oh, won't it be wonderful? Oh, won't it be? Won't it be wonderful?
Everybody get up. Come on. When Jeffrey motivation, inspiration, educating new revelation. When Jeffrey
entertainment just for you. Smiling out 'cause God loves you.
Jeffrey Lampkin.
Somebody turn the lamp on.